Greetings and welcome to the Logistics Management presentation. We are pleased you have selected our program to make you acquainted with logistics and its impact on supply chain management. As a supply chain professional, realizing the importance of logistics to the entire supply chain structure is important to the success of the organization. Therefore, the supply chain management specialist has to know the intricate details of properly utilizing this tool in order to be successful and to positively affect the company's ability to be profitable. The utilization of logistics management was the beginning of supply chain management. The term logistics originally developed from military organization and even dates back to Louis XIV of France. Even in those days, it was clear that the effectiveness of any military organization did not solely depend on the weapons, the power, and the fighting spirit of the soldiers. They realized that it was also affected by the possibilities of transportation and the efficient supply of ammunition and food. The rationalized consideration of the transportation and supply of materials, food, and ammunition was called logistics. The success of the French military were mainly due to the importance that was given to logistics. In functional organizations, individual departments such as sales, production, product development, administration, purchasing, and personnel are generally managed as separate activities. Each manager of the separate department focuses mainly on their own budget targets, leaving little concern for the other departments. This usually leads to departments operating autonomously so that coordination of the whole is left to the interplay of forces between the departments. On the other hand, logistics and supply management aim to counterbalance the shortcomings of the functional organization by focusing on the processes through which customers can be better served. Logistics and supply chain management focuses more on the processes, on how they can be aligned to meet specific customer needs and to create maximum customer satisfaction. Superior customer service, efficient handling of customer complaints, and customer-driven product development and innovation are important cornerstones of logistics and supply chain management. Logistics management deals with all materials flowing from the incoming purchase material through the manufacturing process and out to the customer. The logistics function includes short-term materials planning, the supply of raw materials and other purchased goods, internal transportation, storage, and physical distribution. It may also include reverse logistics such as recycling packaging materials and surplus materials. Logistics and flexibility go hand in hand. Lately, flexibility is getting a lot of attention in many companies where functional thinking still dominates. Creating superior customer service and flexibility demand very close cooperation between all materials-related functions. Logistics management has to be flexible because it applies to a broad area of activities and is sometimes referred to as materials management or integrated business logistics. Design, engineering, and product development strongly affect logistics management processes. These activities determine the structure of the manufactured products. There are times when tolerances and specifications of a product and the components they are made of can be defined in such detail they can be only obtained from a few select suppliers. One question when considering design activities is what extent one strives for standardization of components. If with each new product a new set of components is specified, this would lead to an extensive assortment of parts in inventory, or at minimum, an extensive amount of item numbers to manage. This will create a complex situation for the logistics manager or team, and therefore the degree of sophistication of the materials, planning, and control systems. The effectiveness and efficiencies of the logistics department is also determined by the production department. One main focus of the production department is to aim for a high capacity utilization of companies' assets. Typically, a production manager will implement a buffer stock program to prevent shortages in material. This action will reduce the production stops, but the cause of the problem will still remain. Although the buffer stock may be a solution for the production department, it will not solve the problem for the rest of the organization, namely the logistics management part of the organization. When developing a strong supply chain and focusing on the logistics management portion of the supply chain, it all starts with the customer. The goal of the supply chain is to focus on obtaining and retaining committed customers and making the company profitable. If the sales organization is making promises to the customer that causes the purchasing department to put pressure on the supplier, planning problems are likely to occur. More often, this results in rush work in production planning, production, and purchasing. This can also be costly, requiring suppliers to rush with their portion of the supply and also incurring overtime costs for the plant to manufacture the finished product. Sometimes costs are incurred due to expediting charges for shipping and the product to meet the promised delivery date. Logistics management is sometimes defined as a management, including planning, execution, and control, of all factors that affect the materials flow, the financial flows related to it, and the related information flows seen from the perspective of customer requirements, in such a way that the highest delivery reliability, the best order fulfillment, and the shortest delivery time are realized. Logistics management is such a crucial part of the supply chain because interruption of materials flow can cause low performance to the customer. Every organization should strive for the highest performance to all of their customers in order to become a premier supplier themselves. Having control of the logistics process will aid in attaining that high level of performance and support for your customer. Thank you, and once again, this is businesstraining.com, where you can earn master's level qualifications to make more money.